Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, and we're off for more of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last episode, we went to Long Long Ranch and we cleared out the entire area as far as we can at this point, getting all the Gold Skultulas with our trusty boomerang, and we were also able to learn Epona's song and get another bottle. And do I have to mention that it was filled with 2 helpings of Long Long Milk? Probably not. For this episode, instead of going to see Zelda, we are actually going to go on a spider hunt, because we need to gather a giant legion of spiders. And what we have to do first is going to do what we were going to do when I first said in the last episode, is go get that last Gold Skultula in the Deku Tree. But other than that, we're just going to be gathering a lot of Gold Skultulas and possibly a few heart containers. Well, heart containers? Pieces of heart, you know what I mean. So, onward into the gaping maw of the dead tree. Navi's just telling me, hey, we need to go see Zelda. Screw you, Navi. That's going to wait for another episode. So, back in the depths of the Deku Tree, we're going to plummet once again. And we just land like we were on a bouncy castle or something. Climb the box, please. Thank you. Because we got bombs, we got boomerang, and therefore we can go get our final Gold Skultula for this dungeon, the first dungeon in the game. I don't think I have to say that, but I just did, so whatever. Now, you might be wondering, what room am I going to? Is it behind this wall? Well, if you remember in, like, the second episode of this Let's Play, because I was just that quick, I told you that the Gold Skultula is behind this wall, but the map doesn't tell you. You'll see why in a minute. That's what the map is right now with the dungeon map. Please note that the dungeon map shows all rooms by having a black outline. And rooms that we haven't been to just have the usual red background for, obviously, the map. Keep that in mind. Just in case of those goblin things try to hit me. Okay. Thank you for the stick. Now look at this, there is a door. But hang on a minute, there's no room on the map. Well, for some bizarre reason, this room is actually a hidden room. It appears on the map as only when you enter it, but it doesn't have the black outline. So it doesn't actually get added to the map. I don't know if this... I can't remember if this is part of the 3D version as well, but this is where our Gold Skultula is. And this isn't it, of course. It's just a big spider. Die, spider! Hate you. I don't like spiders in real life, to be perfectly honest. So, yeah. Just here for the Gold Skultula, but I wanted to give that information about the map. Of course, the map on the side, on your HUD, works perfectly fine, as you just saw by me turning it on and off. But yeah, it just doesn't make sense. Why would they classify this as a hidden room in the game? It's not like it's for 101% or anything, or an Easter egg. It's for 100% because it has one of the 100 Gold Skultulas in it. So, I don't really understand, to be honest. But yeah, it's part of the map now, and we've got all the Gold Skultulas in this dungeon. Now, for this episode, I just want to check something quickly. Okay, it stays. Because I remember sometimes the room actually disappears off the map once you've been in it and you leave the dungeon and stuff, so yeah. But anyway, what I was trying to say was, this episode's probably going to have a lot of cutting in it, because we're going to be going around the entire land of Hyrule, and even to some places that we haven't actually been yet, and we're not actually supposed to be there yet, but we can still do stuff there regardless. So, why did I fall down here? I'll never know, but at the same time, I guess it saves me from climbing, because in true Zelda fashion for the 3D Zelda games at least, if you go back into the boss room while you have beaten the dungeon, the warp will still be there, so it's pretty much like a shortcut out of the dungeon. And yes, it will warp you to where it normally warps you for the cutscene afterwards, but without the cutscene, of course, because you've already seen it. You know, switches and flags, it's all part of programming. As you saw right here, just takes you right to the end of the cutscene like usual. So yes, second order of business is to go to the Lost Woods. We're going to actually come back to the Kokiri Forest, maybe in about 5 minutes or so, because we need to go... I did not mean to get that blue rupee, but you know what I mean. We want to make use of this empty bottle now that I finally have it. Remember those bugs that I kept telling you that you could actually catch and they'll be helpful? This is where they come into play, and it'll also be making the magic beans have a use, because I haven't actually used them yet and showed them off since I brought them. So this is as good a time as any. So what I want to do is go into the Lost Woods, because that's the closest place I know that has bugs that I can catch in a bottle. Shut up, Navi. Every time I'm about to transition, you try to get my attention, and it ain't working. Well, it is working, I'm just not answering. So, I believe the closest place we can get bugs is in this area. And you just gotta get rid of a few... Well, go into the grotto, actually, that's guaranteed. Because there's always one bush in one of these grotto layouts. Because most of the grottos look like this. All you have to do is break this and catch one of those bugs. There we go. You put a bug in a bottle, you can release it by pressing C. This kind of bug prefers to live in small holes in the ground. That's your clue on what you need to do with it. And you know that beggar in Hyrule Castle Town that is all covered in green with brown dreadlocks and keeps slapping his lap all the time while crouching? If you actually give him something in a bottle, you can sell it to him. I don't believe fairies work, but you can sell bugs for a good amount of money. But anyway, I want to come through here. I believe I've already got that piece heart for that dude, so ignore him for now. I'm going to come through here to where we got that deco stick upgrade, and these patches of grass, well, these patches of dirt even, are not only where you use bugs, but also where you use magic beans. And this is what you do. Regardless in what order, I normally put the bugs down first. In the 3DS version, you cannot catch the bugs once you place them on top of this rock. Well, on top of this patch. But in any other version, if you swing your bottle rapidly, you can catch the last bug before it goes into the hole, and you pretty much get a refill of 3 bugs. But in the 3DS version, that was fixed, so you have to keep grabbing bugs every time, and that just, like, triples the time it takes to get these Gold Skultulas that lie in these patches. Like so. Now, the reason why I've been waiting for a while to get these Gold Skultulas is because I like to get the Gold Skultulas and then plant the beans so I know that I have it. If I can't get all the Gold Skultulas in the area, that's like my mark, so it's like, hey, I've got this Gold Skultula, so now I can place the bean. It's just how I work. That's why I didn't place the bean when I got them right next to the bean cellar in Zora's River, because I wanted bugs to make sure I get the Gold Skultula. But funnily enough, that one, I'll get to that later, because that one doesn't actually have a Gold Skultula in it. All the rest do, so there's 9 Gold Skultulas out of 10 of these dirt patches. And there's actually another one in the Lost Woods alone. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Just want to head around here, bring it around town, if you will. It's kind of like a tour through Hyrule. It's got this, yeah, freaking deco scrubs here. Oh, I can't really be bothered with these things. I can stand right next to him, that'll work. Okay, oh, I didn't mean to put the bean down first. Never mind. I'm gonna get the Gold Skultula anyway, so no big deal. Shut up, Navi. Okay, mash the button so I can get my bug back. Like I said, in the 3DS version, you will not be able to get your bug back if you are using them on a dirt patch like this. So you're gonna have to go catch a new set. So make sure you know where the locations are. Okay, pop out, you mug. Skulltula? There you are! I don't know why it takes forever. It's like the bugs are trying to dig him out. Why do I always get hit by the ones on the ground? Give me the token and I'm out of here. Okay. Now, back to the Kokiri Forest, because if you remember, there was a patch there. But I didn't have bugs, because I was introducing them. So I'm just going to take the wrong direction for a shortcut. It's really helpful. I wonder if that's used quite a lot by speedrunners. Or is it faster to save and quit the game? I'm not too sure. Because you've got to go through the title screen and everything. But anyway. Haha! And place. You can hear me mashing the button. It's because all these 64 controllers are clunky. Okay. You gonna go into the hole or what? There you go. I like how they go actually into the hole. It's a pretty nice touch. They don't just go like into the patch, they go into the hole of the patch. Okay. Once again I get hit. Why? It's just a thing. Well, whatever, we got that Gold Skultula, so I can plant the bean now. These beans will be, well, the planted beans do have a use. They're not just here just to make a little sprout grow and have your own gardens everywhere. They do have a use, but because of spoilers for people who are not watching but want to see a 100% walkthrough of this game for some bizarre reason, we're not playing it. There for later, because that's all I can say. I'm going to go up here and get some hearts. And the next place I'm going to have to actually go to is near the entrance to Kakariko. So, you know what? Just to save some time for you guys, I'm just going to cut there, because you don't need to see me walk all the way across Hyrule Field. So I'll see you guys in just a moment. Remember, don't go near the castle yet if you're following with this Let's Play, because if you do, you're going to be entering a cutscene and you won't know what the hell is going on. Just saying. And now I'll meet you at the graveyard, because I thought I would give you that warning. And I'm back. Now, I can get one Gold Skultula at this time, but because it's daytime, I'm going to have to actually play the Sun Song. You know what, I'll just do it now, just to save some time. Might as well. Because, as we all know, Gold Skultulas only come out at night. Well, if they spawn on walls and stuff at night. But the one I'm getting first doesn't, because, once again, it's in a dirt patch. Yeah, I'm covering a lot of these in this episode, so get used to it. Okay, first put the bugs in and catch the bugs again. There is a bush in this area that gives you bugs. There's also the rock behind the Gold Skultula family house that gives you bugs, so they're pretty close restock units for bugs if you're playing the 3DS version, so I thought I'll point that out for you guys. If you're following through, right before it pops out, so I can get invincibility frames, I'm going to put this in. And it actually bounced in my direction and didn't decide to pop out until the cutscene was over. And I still get hit! Bloody freaking Skulltula things, I hate them. Whatever, I got that one, now I actually need my boomerang, so this is going to be awkward. Because, you know, I always like to have my Ocarina equipped, and the one time I actually de-equipped it for fast speeding sake, I don't even know what I'm saying at the moment. I'm playing too much Pokemon X. Yeah, I had to go switch to my Ocarina back anyway for the Scarecrow sound, so I'll just do that. Haha! Awesome sauce. So, we're clearing out pretty well here. Now, the next thing I want to do is go see the Gold Skultula household, because we should have 30. 33! Hell yes! And that means we can get the next 2 prizes, because I never grabbed the prize for the 20 Gold Skultulas. And don't worry, you can't miss them, because there are 6 NPCs in there. One of them tells you how to find the bloody Gold Skultulas, and the other 5 give you prizes. The 6th one will give you a prize at 100 Gold Skultulas, where the other ones give you in increments of 10, like I said earlier on in the Let's Play. But, yeah, it's like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100. So you're not going to get the last prize for quite a while. It's not that good of a prize, to be honest, but it's still worth it if you're for 100% completionist like me. You know, I'm going to talk to them all, just in case if I skip them by accident. The curse has been broken! Thank you! Here's a reward for you! You obtain the Stone of Agony if you equip a Rumble Pack, or if you're playing on any of the GameCube versions, you already have it built in, but you have to choose yes in order for it to actually work. If you equip a Rumble Pack, it will react to nearby secrets. If you're playing the 3DS version, it will be the Shard of Agony. And instead of making a rumble, it actually has its own separate model as well. It will appear in the corner, on the top left corner of the screen, where my hearts are on any other version of this game, like what I'm playing, and it will make like a ting noise instead of a rumble, because the 3DS doesn't have any rumble. Wii Virtual Console users, though, you're kind of screwed. You're not going to have that effect, so you need to know where the hidden grottos are, because this actually helps you know where the hidden grottos are, so that's kind of helpful as well. And if we talk to this dude, if you remember from my list, we get the last and best Giant's Wallet. What a huge wallet! You can now carry up to 500 puny rupees. I know, it's actually kind of shitty. But what can you do about it? You can't do nothing except for fill it up, because shops are useless. Oh boy, this is going to take a while. Anyway, if we walk to the centre of town here, we actually get our first use of the rumble feature, because my controller is starting to rumble. If I have it near the microphone, it might pick it up, but I'm not too sure. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to get caught in the microphone or not, but whatever. I want to go get out my bombs, and I want to place it roughly in the middle of town here, where the rumble is loudest. And I did not get it. Maybe it's here. I don't know the exact location. I know it's around in the middle here somewhere. There it is. Second try. So, the rumble pack or the Rumble feature, the Stone of Agony, will help you find hidden grottos like this. This hidden grotto, however, obviously has 2 redeads, which is kind of morbid, considering that it's underneath a village. So I just want to get out my Deco Sticks here, and jump attack, and wow. Thank you, dude, for freezing me in midair and making me end your life like that. Yeah, and it's worth taking them out as quickly as possible. And, oh, I get to show this. This is really creepy. Put that stuff away, Link. When you kill a redead and there are others around, it actually decides to go to its corpse. And if it makes it, this is creepy. They actually crouch down or look at it, and they eat its corpse. I know it just disappears, but it looks like it's eating its corpse. It is disgusting. But hey, I would never get another time to show that off, so I thought, oh shit! Get off me! Stop raping me! Oh, I was hoping that throughout the entire Let's Play that was not going to happen. Of course it didn't. And do you know what I got for my troubles? I feel so annoyed now. And yeah, that was an innuendo right there. It clearly looks like it. Yeah, huge repeat worth 200 rupees. There are only a few of those in the game. They're not really used that much. They're kind of a waste anyway, because you will never spend money. Crap. That was just not fair at all. Anyway. Bloody redeads. I hate their guts. Or lack thereof. I want to go back to the entrance. Well, I want to go back to Hyrule Field, but I want to stay near the entrance of Kakariko Village, because if I remember correctly, off the top of my head, our Rumble feature, or Shard of Agony, if you're playing the 3DS version, I'm going to say that quite a lot in this video, you want to go near this tree. And you should get a Rumble or a Pulse. And if you do, you want to place a bomb down, hopefully they'll walk into that, yes they did, and we find another grotto. And of course, when we see holes, jump into them. Because there's another Gold Skultula in here, and it's only one of 2 Hyrule Field Gold Skultulas. Sorry that the progression in this episode's been kind of slow, and we've been like going on. It's not as hot-blooded as the. What am I trying to say here? This episode, I'm sorry if it's like a little lackluster because all we're doing is hunting for spiders, but. If you think about it, in Twilight Princess, it was a lot more hot-blooded and fast-paced because you do not have control of time in that game. You can't turn day into night and night into day upon command. So you have to try and get as many of the pose as possible, and that's what a lot of my frustration came into play. And that's what made those episodes really enjoyable. And oh god, the sky's gone dark black. I do not like that because that means I'm close to the cutscene. So I want to go rolling over towards the middle here until the sky goes normal, because that will ensure that I'm fine. Why is it not becoming fine? I'm definitely nowhere near Hyrule Castle now. There we go, now it's coming back normal. Thank God. Well, it's not really, it's coming in the morning, but at least I'm nowhere near Hyrule Castle. So the next area that I want to go to is actually... Oh, I'm actually going the wrong way. I want to go to Zora's River. Excuse me. You know what? I'll just cut there. Sorry for the more cuts, but this is going to be a cut-heavy episode as well. Ugh. The joys of going for Gold Skultulas. Now you know why people don't normally go for them, but it's 100%, it's got to be done. And we need to get at least 50 for a major prize for 100%, if you're not going to go for all the Gold Skultulas. And now that I've just pretty much said that, we're already at the entrance of Zora's River, so I guess I don't need a cut. Go me and my riveting commentary. Come on, so freaking slow. I wish I had a faster mode of transportation right about now, because there is. You just can't use it when you're a kid, and I haven't even unlocked it yet, so whatever. Because when I was here, I forgot to roll into this tree. I was going to roll into the tree until Kapora Bora interrupted, and then I completely forgot and just went straight forward and started messing up on jumps. It's just typical for Kapora Bora to do that to me. I mean, it's the sum of the league, and you know, you talk to me, give me pointless tutorials, and then I forget what I'm actually going to do. But what I want to do is to actually come around here, and I am actually going to prove it, even though I don't really need to do so. This dirt patch is the only dirt patch in the game that doesn't give you a Gold Skultula. There is none programmed in here, it's not a glitch, it just doesn't have one in there. So if I just catch one of the bugs, thank you. And turn around. If we wait for a minute, you know, I'm going to plant this one way in. At least I'm not wasting even more time. Just wait around for a bit. There won't be any doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, and no Gold Skultula will pop out, as you can clearly tell. Om nom nom. I'm just gonna buy all of these. In case you're wondering, they'll soon be sold out. I couldn't skip that for a change. But yes, we bought half of them, so now we've got to buy the last half. And as I've got 266 rupees remaining, I might as well buy them. Super rare magic beans. They could be your last chance. 70 rupees. Chomp, chomp, chomp. We have the legendary magic beans. I'll sell them only to you. Super price, 80 rupees. And do you want magic beans? They aren't cheap, but do you still want them? I can't let them go for less than 90 rupees a piece. And for the final one, I actually do not have enough money to get it. That's annoying. And if I went to go to the Frog Crier right now and played the Mapona's song, I would only get 50 rupees, so that's not exactly the most viable option at the moment. So I'm going to have to come back later and get the final bloody bean. God, that's never happened to me before. Yeah, but we're pretty much done here, and now I'm going to go to an area in Hyrule Field that we haven't been to yet. And I'm back. If you can look at where I am in relation to the map, I'm coming up to an area that we haven't actually been to yet. We are heading towards Lake Hyrule right now, but I'm not going in that direction. I'm only going in that direction because I'm following the path, and that's the only way to get to where I want to go, which is not Lake Hyrule. Because instead of going straight forward, we're going to take a right. Hopefully Gebora isn't here, because he's normally on top of this tree, so thank God for that. But you know, I should actually have my boomerang on for this, really, because we're going to get more Gold Skultulas. I know I'm forgetting about that one bloody great fairy at the castle, but we don't need it right now, and it's not part of my game plan at the moment. This little rocky barren area, we can't really do much around here, or even ahead in this area. What place is it? It's Gerudo Valley. Well, we know that Ganondorf, or Gammonpork, is the Gerudo King of Thieves, so this is essentially his home area. And, well, if it's not going to be obvious yet, we're not going to be allowed in, because it's enemy territory. And you might be thinking that's suicide, but don't worry, they've blocked it off and they're not going to do anything to you. We'll find out who the Gerudo are later, but right now I'm only here for, you guessed it, spiders! A giant legion of spiders! I love that quote. It's so awesome, and oh god, it's becoming morning, please don't let me be too late, it's right on the wall there, even though it's kind of floating off of it, because of polygons, you know. Hit it! I missed! You mug! That's what happens if you're in a free time flowing area, they just disappear. My boomerang was just about to hit it as well. Well, what do I have to say to that? I have to say, time, I control you. You make that Skulltula appear before me once again, so I can get it. And this place has the most awesome music, in my opinion, of this game. I'm not saying that any of the other music in this game is terrible. It's all really good. It's all well made, despite being LIDI sequences. Sometimes that's just the way you have to do it, but it's awesome nevertheless. But this is my favourite track in the game once we get a chance to hear it. Well, we did hear a little bit at the beginning there, but I needed to get the Gold Skultula, so forgive me. Anyway, next thing I want to do is grab this chicken. We're not allowed in unless you do a tricky jump, but that's kind of sequence breaking, so we don't want to do that. You see that platform down there? We want to land on that, and we need the chicken so that we don't take about 3 hearts of damage. Or land in the water, because if you land in the water you can't get out and you'll be whisked away to Lake Hyrule. It's a one-way shortcut. What would happen if I actually press up while I'm holding the chicken? Would Navi interrupt me, or I'll just continue to fly down or something? You know what, I'm going to try that. No, I can't actually, never mind. The game locks me out when talking to Navi at this point. Wow, look at that. I'm pressing so far against the wall you can actually see the black void beneath it. Oh, I think that'll be good. Good. I was just barely high. I was just barely low enough because I felt my controller rumble when I landed. Anyway, this Gerudo, what does she have to say with this cow? Why did you come all the way down here? What? You were about to ask me the same thing. Well, now that you're down here, you may as well make the best of things. So yeah, this Gerudo is kind of nice actually. She's not like the rest of the Gerudos who are like, we don't let anybody except for the Gerudo, from women and the Gerudo King through. So be gone, kid, and stuff like that. So yeah. Anyway, got a dirt patch here. This is what I came for. But there's also another thing that we can get. Right after I get this Gold Skultula, of course. Of course! Come on, pop out, and I'll just put this in as well. I'm impatient today, because this has taken forever for me to record. Well, it's going to be hell for me to edit as well, because of all the cutting I have to do. So, ha ha ha, you didn't hit me that time, bitch! Okay, next thing I want to do, I'll be quiet for a minute so you can listen to the music, even though it didn't start from the beginning. Enjoy! I love that music, it's so awesome. Anyway, what I want to do at this point is go behind the waterfall and climb up this ladder. That is very hidden, actually. Some people say that you can only get it with the chicken because you can't swim against the current, but yes you can. You can actually make it to the ladder through the water as long as you're near enough to the edge of the waterfall. Because the house inside is a handy dandy piece of heart. Hell yeah. 2 more until we get another heart container, which brings our total up to 10, which is what I'm hoping. And now we're off to Lake Hyrule, but because we're down here and we're in the water, we can't exactly get out, so we're just going to have to let the river take us down. So just mash B, just to swim with the current to speed up even faster, do a spectacular jump attack into the water, because I'm mashing B when I go over the edge. Ah! And I forgot to catch some bugs. Whoops. Oh well, I can get some bugs near Pierre, the Scarecrow, so that's no big deal. Because we've got a few Gold Skultulas to grab here as well. Loads of Skulltulas. We're just racking up the numbers, and I'm trying to get a single one I can get at this point, so that we don't have to do it again later. Because we will have to go around again later, but that's at a different time. You'll see what I mean. I keep building this up. And the payoff is awesome, because it's pretty much the other half of the game. Anyway, just want to grab a few provisions here, because I'm actually running low. I haven't been buying the ammo that I'm supposed to be doing, or breaking as many pots and bushes like I'm supposed to, in true Zelda fashion, so please forgive me if I just go hacking and slashing for a second here. Okay, spin! Okay, I think that'll do. I need the money. I really do. So I want to come back here and get myself some bugs. They're in this bush right here. I mean, I know I could have actually gotten most of these Gold Skultulas while I was here doing the fishing side quest, but we couldn't get a couple of them because we didn't have the boomerang, so that was kind of my reason for doing that. So, as it came morning during the Gerudo Valley, and now it's coming sunset now, I can actually get all the Gold Skultulas I need. But just so I don't waste night time, even though I can change it back to night time whenever I want, because of the sun song, I want to go plant these quickly. Before it actually goes, oh! Because that bloody wolfos is noisy. Ba-ba-da-ba-ding! Put the thing in. I should have used the frickin' bottle again. Actually, no. This is the last one I'm going to be using, so it doesn't really matter. I want my bottle free for later. So we're not going to be doing anything with bugs for now. We're pretty much done with that. And I think we're done with the beans as well, actually, so I'll put I'll put that back on. Slingshot I'm not going to be using that often because I'm using the boomerang more, so boomerang's in my firing slot. Ugh. I've got to learn to take my time with them on the floor, because I'm always getting hit. I mean, I guess a fast way of doing it is to shoot the Gold Skultulas with a slingshot and then use the boomerang, because it's easier to aim with the slingshot, and you can use... Excuse me. You can use Z/L targeting to get the token with the boomerang easier, but I just use the boomerang because I'm pedantic like that and I don't want to waste ammo when I can easily get it with the boomerang. Don't hit the wall! Thank you! Okay. Now, final Gold Skultula of this area that we can get currently. You know what? Just backflip. It's faster. Haha! I was just hoping I wasn't going to land on that tech type. Oh shit! Get out of my face! Okay. I want to get to that island to the left. That little square on the map that my icon is pointing at right now. I want to get over there. Some people call it the Goalpost Island. There is another name for it, but that would give spoilers, so I'm not going to say it. Just want to mash B and swim over there as quickly as possible. This is so freaking awkward. You can hear me mashing the B button. Could have cut it out, but what's the point? Otherwise it would just be me catching spiders left, right and centre, which is what I'm doing, but at least I can make other commentary while I'm doing this. Mundane task. I want to actually get on with the plot. Because I love the plot. That's what I come for in Zelda. Not for spider hunting, I can do that in other games. Okay, and now I will meet you back at Gerudo Valley, because we've got another thing to get, but I couldn't get it because we were down in the pit, and we got whisked away here, so I'll meet you back there. Actually, no, I'll meet you at the entrance to Lake Hyrule from Hyrule Field, because that's actually what I want to grab beforehand, and then I'll do that cut to Gerudo Valley. I'll see you in a sec. I took the liberty of switching out my slingshot for my bombs here, because we'll be needing them in a minute. This is pretty much the entrance to Lake Hyrule from Hyrule Field, but the only way to get through is to walk on this part of the wall with this ladder, because we can't go over those fences. But if we jump in the middle of these fences, we can climb the white fences. Don't worry about that, so we can get out of here. You'll find a rumble in the middle of these 4 fences. Place a bomb and run away! Take cover! Someone set up us the bomb. We get signal. And we get another grotto to jump into. And now you want either the Deku Shield or some projectile item with you. Like the boomerang! You want to hit this dude. Huzzahs. Now, if you talk to him... Oh yeah, make sure you have 10 rupees on hand for this. Don't know why it's 10, you would think it would be more expensive, but in return for sparing me, I will sell you a piece of heart for 10 rupees. Let's make a deal. This dude doesn't respawn once you buy this. Obviously, because otherwise you could just buy pieces of heart left, right and centre. I don't know why it's 10 rupees though. I mean, in Majora's Mask, there is actually this piece of heart with the exact same Deku Scrub in, I believe, the exact same grotto. But you have to do something a little bit annoying, and then you have to have 200 rupees on hand, which is a little bit more realistic considering it's a piece of heart. But 10 rupees just makes it sound like it's dirt cheap. Here you go, because most of the pieces of heart we've been getting are pretty easy. And bloody P-Hat. If P-Hats do that when you're far away, they're going to be shooting out their offspring, which are the normal-sized P-Hats, but they give chase, and it's really annoying. But anyway, I'll meet you back at Gerudo Valley, like I said, because, you know, can't out-travel, we don't need to see it. And now, for the grand finale of this episode. So, once again, now we're here, I want to grab the chicken, but this time I want to go to the left. If we check here, let the camera pan down when we're near enough to the edge. There is a box on that ledge, over there. You want to go for that. Go for it! Just ignore that rock, it's a silver rock, we can't do anything about it right now, but we want to make it over here. And now I recommend blowing this box up with a bomb instead of rolling into it, because you could roll off the edge and that would not be good news, because then you will have to go to Lake Hyrule, go to Hyrule Field, make your way all the way back here, then try again just to get a piece of heart. And you don't want to deal with that, so... And the bomb won't make the cuckoo go angry, it'll just knock it off the edge, so you're completely fine. So with my rupee on piece of heart, that'll be it, so guys. So when I take this spectacular dive, I will see you guys in the next episode to meet with Zelda. See you guys then.